Michael Jordan is considered the best basketball player in history and almost nobody can compete with him. But did you know that he is the richest ex-athlete in the world? Jordan is also smart when it comes to business, as at the end of his career in 2003, he had a fortune of almost $100 million, which currently is close to $2 billion now. Stay with us to get to know how Michael Jordan became so amazingly rich. But before we get into that, let's look through Michael Jordan's sports achievements. As in all sports, in basketball, there are a few people who could be called the GOAT, the greatest of all time, but Michael's records make him even better than all of them. First of all, Michael Jordan is the player with the most awards in general and no less than 10 titles of top scorer in history. The first time he was noticed during his third season as an NBA player was when he was scoring 37.1 points on average in every game, and for the next 7 years, his average per season wasn't lower than 30 points per game. And speaking of his awards, he was chosen 5 times as the most valuable player of the season, 14 times an All-Star, a 6-time NBA champion, and 6 times MVP of the finals, which is extremely rare. He won those 6 titles almost consecutively, but with a little break. After winning the first 3 from 91 to 93, he retired from basketball and dedicated himself to baseball, as he promised to his late father. After spending a year as a baseball player, Jordan returned to basketball, saying his famous phrase, "I'm back," and he won 3 titles in a row. Michael retired from basketball 3 times for different reasons, but the truth is that the lack of competition bored him and discouraged him from playing. 2 Olympic gold medals and many other awards made him quite a special athlete. As mentioned, Jordan retired from the NBA in 2003 at the age of 40, having $98 million in his pocket. Now, Michael Jordan recently turned 56, and he is the richest athlete in the world with approximately $1.8 billion. Now let's see what happened in the past 16 years. One of the reasons he managed to multiply his fortune by like 10 times is obviously his fame as a basketball legend. But that wasn't his only way to become a millionaire, as he was making money by making different kind of businesses. In 1984, his first year as an NBA player, Michael signed a first-of-its-kind contract with the Nike brand. The company thus bought the image of the 21-year-old player for $2.5 million. Later on, together, they would create the iconic Air Jordan brand. And in 2018, selling 90% of sports shoes and clothing in the US, only from Air Jordan, they received $1.5 billion in benefits. That's why Nike's founder, Phil Knight, said that hiring Michael Jordan was the best decision of his life. And for Jordan, it was probably the same. From the time from 2000 to 2012, he got $480 million from the brand, receiving $100 million in the following years as well. But it still doesn't add up to $2 billion, so he should need some more resources after all. In 1996, for example, he appeared in the legendary movie Space Jam, a film that managed to raise $230 million worldwide. And during his glory years in the NBA, he didn't only work with Nike, he signed advertising contracts with brands such as Coca-Cola, Chevrolet, McDonald's, and even Wheaties. And in the new millennium, he carried on those collaborations with those companies and made new contracts with Gatorade for $18 million, Upper Deck, the trading cards brand, for $14 million, and even Hanes underwear brand for another $14 million. In addition, Jordan owns 7 major restaurants throughout the US and a car dealership, which are now all successful businesses. Jordan also deals with the stock market, which is also related to basketball, because in 2006, Jordan bought the shares of the Charlotte Bobcats team, currently known as the Charlotte Hornets. And even 4 years later, in 2010, Jordan won almost all of its shares for $225 million, becoming the first former NBA player to own a team. So now, it's no surprise that according to Forbes, Jordan is the 4th wealthiest celebrity in the world, after George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and Oprah Winfrey. But there was a time when instead of earning money, he lost a lot of money. In 2007, after 18 years of marriage, Juanita and Michael filed for divorce. She received a $168 million settlement from him. Do you think Michael Jordan is the GOAT when it comes to basketball? Or do you think he'll become even richer with his personal businesses? We'll be glad to read your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.